What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading, of course, and I'm looking at today your aura. What aura colors do you have around you? What is your personality like? What are you going through in your life right now? That's what we're going to look at today. So I have 5 piles for you to choose from. I've got some stones on there to help you make that decision, but you can just take a moment, pause the video, see which pile you feel like you're the most drawn to, and we can go directly to your message with the timestamps below, and I will see you there. Hey, pile 1, you guys chose this stone here. So let's get started and see what is your aura like, what is your personality like, and see what we can find out about you. So pile 1, what I'm seeing for you guys, your aura colors are really beautiful, like earth colors. They're browns and tans, and I see like, it reminds me of like Sedona red rocks, like kind of like a brick red or like mahogany maybe, like these just like really deep, earthy colors. That's what I'm seeing as far as the colors around your aura. When it comes to the foundation that you rest on, what's at the basis of your soul, of your heart, of your personality at this time is one of strength. You guys have endured a lot. I feel like you've had a lot of experiences. You've gone through a lot of things that other people would call obstacles. You've turned them into your strengths. You've turned them into something that has bettered you in some way. I feel for you a type of protective energy. Like you're a very protective person. You watch out for the people that you love. You take care of those who need defending. That's what I see in this pile. I feel like you guys have this prowess to you. You have this king of the jungle kind of feel. You have this ability to be majestic and beautiful and have a quiet strength about you. And you only attack or you're only fierce when it's absolutely necessary. And you have that within you. But the aura that people see, or I should say that the personality people see when they meet you is someone who's calm, someone who's earthy, somebody who is sort of maybe hard to read, but beautiful. Like I feel like this really beautiful, calm energy, but at the basis of it, it's like this deep strength and ability to protect what is yours, to protect those that you love. You guys like to lead the way. You know, you like to go first and explore what hasn't been explored, and people follow you. That's really what I see, is that a lot of people feel like you are the leader. You are the one that they need to follow, the one they need to listen to, because you're very protective, because you're brave, because you'll go first. You may have been given an opportunity recently to take a very bold step forward in your life. I see that you guys may have been gifted an opportunity to start over again. And I feel for you that there is a bit of adventure or fear or unknown about this situation. And you're just taking a leap of faith, or what feels like a leap of faith, or trying to turn again some sort of hardship into something that will be a strength of yours or favor you in some way. I feel for you guys that there's changes that recently have happened in your life, and you're kind of putting the pieces together to make this an opportunity for you to start over. That's what I see from these cards. And I see that this is requiring from you a lot of boldness, a lot of strength, a lot of bravery. You're ready to fight. You're ready to do what you have to do. You're ready to protect. You're ready to see. You're envisioning your future in some way. You're envisioning what is going to happen next. And you're trying to take a very proactive, creative approach to your life. Instead of taking what life is giving you and sort of just like flowing with it, I feel that you are trying to take a situation and turn it into your favor. And you're envisioning how exactly that can be done, how to do that. And I just feel this willingness to take on a fight, this willingness to keep going, keep moving forward, and to protect yourself, protect someone you love, and fight for what you feel is yours. It's a very fiery energy that I'm sensing in your consciousness right now. So I do see this ability to do it at all costs. There may be some impulsivity that you're dealing with, or you're trying not to be impulsive. You're trying to think through things in a way that will benefit you. And I see that you have success on your mind. You definitely have a lot of success and you want to come out on top. You guys want to turn this situation into something that will make you confident, something that will bring you confidence and success. And it feels like you're being very self-reliant right now. Like you're in this and you're ready to just keep going. You're given an opportunity to balance something in your life right now, and you are going to go for it at all costs. You want to come out on top. And it may have to do with your health. It may have to do with your physical body. It may have to just do with toxicity in your life, because what I'm seeing is where you're headed at this point is to a place where you are truly releasing toxicity. I see that you are being put in an uncomfortable situation so that you can fully cleanse, fully release and cleanse and get rid of anything toxic that you've been holding on to for too long. It very much feels like some sort of desert vision quest that you're going through. It's like a moment in time where you have to go through a journey alone and reflect through your experiences and truly, truly identify and release whatever it is that is wreaking havoc in your life, wreaking havoc in your body, wreaking havoc in your mind. Whatever toxicity you've been holding on to, it's time for you to let go of that. And that's what's in your aura right now, and that's where you're headed right now. But you feel like very much ready to go on this journey. It feels like for you, whatever may have been a shock, a surprise, come out of left field, or just sort of like presented itself, in a way that you weren't prepared for it. You've taken this and you've decided to do something about it and let the control be in your hands. I don't feel an out of control feeling from this pile. I feel like you are in control and you feel confident that you can overcome whatever this situation is. This pile is very much like full of strength and full of this confidence that I can do what I need to do to overcome my problems, to protect what I love in my life. And you guys do just have this kind of like mama bear energy is what I feel. It's like this energy of not going down without swinging kind of an energy. And it's just amazing because I feel like you guys are really being gifted the opportunity right now to leave something behind that has been around for a long time, a very long cycle that you've been through. And now you're given the opportunity to start over and to completely create your life from new and to take these hardships and turn them into strengths, because that is a lot of where your life is focused right now, is alchemizing what was difficult into a strength of yours, into something that you can be proud of later in life and carry through with you as wisdom, as knowledge to share with other people. So that's what I see for you, Pile 1. I hope that you guys enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you in the next one. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. We're going to look at your aura, your personality, see what you're going through in life. And when you guys chose this pile with the quartz crystal here. So let's get started and take a look at your aura. So what I see for you guys right away is the colors in your aura. I see a lot of blue in your aura. This blue ranges from a true blue to an indigo and kind of everything in between. I see a lot of blue, a lot of purple sort of influencing it, as well as some green. So you guys have this really cool energy around you, an energy of the upper chakras. And this tells me right away that you guys are very sensitive people. The foundation that you have laid for yourself is one of raising your vibration. You guys are very influenced by the collective. You guys are people who are very spiritual, very sensitive, and you can feel a lot of energy. These are definitely empaths in this group. And what I see for you is that a lot of your life has been geared toward raising your vibration, doing the things you need to do in life to elevate yourself, to self-improve. You are very focused on changing, Pile 2. You guys are very focused on becoming the next transformed version of yourself. And you may feel like when you reflect in your life that you've been a lot of different people. And this is because you guys have constantly focused on raising your vibration, raising and elevating yourself to the next level. And that influences everything that you do today. You're moving out of this phase in your life where you've been really influenced by by the collective, by the people around you. There's a lot of overthinking in this group. I feel a lot of like Piscean energy here. So you take in a lot of what's not yours and you confuse it with stuff that is yours. And I feel that there may be indecisiveness, or you're very imaginative, like you're just very influenced by others. And it's been a lot for you to handle. It's hard for you to discern all the time. It's been difficult, and it's been a journey that you've really had to focus on and become good at. You've hit a lot of blocks in your path because you're floating a little bit. There's so much influence that's coming and around you and coming in at you, and it takes a lot out of you, because what I'm seeing is that what's on your mind is someone who's spending a lot of time alone and in reflection, somebody who has to be by themselves so that they can discern what is theirs and what is not theirs. What did they pick up from another person, and what is actually their truth and their heart? So a lot of your energy is focused on figuring that out. You're moving, you spend a lot of time in reflection and alone so that you can cleanse, so that you can get rid of energy that's not yours, and so that you can alchemize it, because you guys are very magical in that way. You alchemize situations. You take what is toxic, what you no longer need in your life, and you transform it, you heal it, you give it the energy it needs to turn it into whatever comes next for you. Because what I see is that you guys are very much in a phase of movement in your life. There's a lot of changes that are happening around you, a lot of changes. And I see that you're just becoming the next version of yourself. So it feels like you went from somebody who has all these, let's call it psychic kind of ability, and it's deeply influenced you and sometimes made you stand still. Sometimes it's put fear in your movement because you're too influenced. And what's happening is that you're gaining this strength, because what I see is that you're moving from somebody who's been really influenced by the collective, by people around you, your friends, your family, strangers that you just happen to be around. You're so influenced by their energy. You take so much of their energy in that it stopped you from moving forward in some ways. And what I'm seeing is that you're letting that go. You're alchemizing that, and you're turning it into this place, in this phase in your life where you're actually taking progressive steps forward, moving forward, being adventurous, and going into the next version of yourself, which is somebody who actually embodies this very mystical shamanic energy. Somebody who's taking their gifts and turning them into something tangible, really working on it, becoming an expert in your craft. And I feel somebody who is taking their experiences and deepening them and becoming this wise being that can truly help people, because you've learned how to focus this psychic energy that tends to overcome you sometimes. Because I can see that this pile is very sensitive, very energetically sensitive, and you have had to learn what to do with that energy and how to direct it and how to use it properly and how to discern what's yours and what's not yours. You guys are definitely going through a phase where you're learning so much about yourself, about your life, about your craft. I feel that you guys are really laying a foundation in your life for what is to come. You're going to look back at this time in your life and think that it was really important that you learn the lessons that you learned and applied them the way that you did, because it's going to make you blossom into this being that is otherworldly, mystical. You're very ethereal kind of an energy around you, and you're moving that energy into something focused, into something that can help other people and truly embrace the gifts you've been given of this psychic-like energy that I'm seeing around you. And it does require for you a lot of time alone, a lot of reflection, a lot of cleansing, a lot of alchemizing. That is something that you are constantly focused on doing. And I see that you guys are raising your vibration once again, like you've done before many times, like you will continue to do. You're raising your vibration, you're moving with bravery into the next phase of your life, and you just have this beautiful, cool blue energy around you. It's very spiritual. This energy will really work for you, and a lot of people will come to you for your wisdom, for your help. This group is very connected to nature, to the elementals. I see a lot of fairies. I see a lot of flowers and mushrooms and like that very foresty kind of vibe. Like I feel like that's where your soul resides. That's where your imagination goes to. It's like this very mystical, magical place. And you exude that energy. People are around you and you just exude this energy of like fairy tale, of magic. And it's this beauty about you that people are drawn to, that they love. I just feel for you that you guys have such innocence and sensitivity and true spiritual, psychic energy around you that it can be difficult to maneuver, but you're learning how to really well. And you're going to move into the phase of your life where you're an expert at it, where you're that shamanic energy, where you just really know how to move energy around you, how to shape shift your life into what you need it to be. So that's what I see for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed your reading, and I will see you in the next one. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the amethyst here. Let's see what your aura looks like. What is your personality like at this time in your life? So pile 3, what I see for you guys as far as your colors, you're really interesting because I see such a dichotomy in you. On one hand, I see a lot of browns, a lot of like really like beautiful browns, reds, greens. But what I'm also seeing for you is that you have this very like purple type of aura around all of that color. So you have this like very light, ethereal, whitish, purple, violet kind of an energy around you, but it's also combined with like deep browns, like beautiful browns. The foundation that you've laid for yourself, you are a giver. You are constantly giving yourself. You're giving yourself to other people. I feel like a very mother-like energy, somebody who's truly devoted to those that they love, somebody who cares for other people, somebody who teaches and mentors other people and gives back to their community out of the goodness of their heart. At your foundation, you have this beautiful childlike innocence. I see that you're imaginative. I see that you're innocent, that you're somebody who has this eternal youthfulness to you. And it influences a lot of how you see the world and how you treat other people and why you have such a good heart. What's going on in your life right now is that you're moving out of this stagnation that you've been in. There's been some stagnant energy. I feel like it's physical for you, or that it's manifested physically in your body. And there's this movement where things have kind of been blown up around you suddenly. And you realize that something has to change, that you need to incorporate more of that movement, that air element, and get things flowing once again. This has given you, these changes have given you an opportunity to start over, an opportunity to reapproach the way that you live your life. Because what I'm looking at here is that you have a major cycle that has just ended in your life, a major cycle that has lasted for a very long time. And what's going on now is that the stagnation you've experienced has let you see that it's time for that cycle to end in your life. And now you're moving it out, you're pushing it out, and you are transforming yourself into what comes next for you. You are in a place in your life where you have to ask yourself, what do I desire? It's no longer about the people you take care of, the places you've put your energy into very diligently. You now have this opportunity to focus on yourself, and you have to ask yourself, where do I go from here? What do I want? You've been gifted this time in your life to focus on yourself. That may cause some uncomfortable feelings in you. It may make you feel like it's wrong, like it's sinful, like it's not what you should be doing, like you should be focusing on others. But it's a gift because you focused so much of yourself, you've given so much of yourself to other people that you are now being gifted the time in your life where you get to choose what's best for you. And I just see a massive transformation happening. You guys are moving from one phase into another in your life, and this is a very large cycle. The place that your consciousness is focused on right now is working. You're really chipping away at your life. It may be your actual career. It may just be where you want your life to go, your health, learning where and how to direct your energy, where you want your energy to go. I see that you're building something. You're working on the tangibles in your life. It's really pushed inward into learning again all about who you are and what makes you tick and what do you want out of your life. In the future, what you're focused on right now is having true intention about where it is that you're going. I see that you're going to be envisioning a lot of what's next for you. And really, instead of moving aimlessly or spreading yourself out to others and giving, you're going to bring that energy back into the self, and you're going to focus your energy in a very intentional way to move where you need to go next. I just have this image of you guys taking back the energy that you've given so freely and alchemizing it into a very intentional, focused place of where you want to go in your life next. You guys, I do feel that you may be like stubborn people. I feel a little bit of stubbornness in your aura. I feel like you could be one of the 4 fixed signs for sure: Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. And I see someone who's a hard worker, but somebody who likes to play. And I see somebody who wants to give and give, but is being asked to be more selfish. So it's like really interesting that you guys are just split in the way that you are. And it shows in your aura colors, because you have this like these earthy, browns and tans, but you also have these like beautiful, brilliant, like violets and purples and pinks that are surrounding you. So it's just like this very interesting, you're just a very interesting person where I feel like people see so many different sides to you and there's so much depth to you, and it's part of your magic. It's part of what makes you so amazing. So pile 3, that's what I see for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. I'll see you in the next one. Pile 4, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the pile with this beautiful stone. So let's see, what is your aura like? What can we see from your aura? What colors do you have? What's your personality like? So what I see for you guys, pile 4, is you have this beautiful like bluish green aura around you. A bluish green, probably it's more green. I feel it's a little green dominant, but you also have a bits of blue in it. At the basis of who you guys are, the foundation of who you are, pile 4, I see somebody that has practiced a lot of gratitude in their life. Somebody who's maybe been forced to practice gratitude in their life. I see that your experiences have led you to reflect and decide that you've been given a beautiful life, that you have to be gracious and grateful for what it is that you've been given, and you've done exactly that. I feel a lot of transformation in this pile. I feel like this is a pile who has had to reflect and decide that their life was a gift and that it was full of beauty, and it still is full of beauty. And I see you as somebody who's transformed. I see you as somebody who's who's been different in their life. They've been one person and then they changed into another. And it's through your experiences and your gratefulness for those experiences that you've been able to overcome so much. And I feel for you guys that you have a bit of like popularity about you. I feel like you guys might be sort of popular people, or have a lot of friends, or people just really value your friendship, or they like to be around you. But I just see somebody that looked at their life many times and decided, I'm grateful. And it's like a very conscious choice. It's not like, not this fluffy thing like, oh, positivity and light and all this. It's like, you've decided, you've had the hard things. You've gone through difficult things. You've gone through things that have tested you, and you looked at them and you decided, I'm going to be grateful for it. You've recently moved out of a place in your life of real detox. You've really had to take care of yourself. You've really had to reflect on yourself. You've had to look at your experiences, look at how you treat people, how you've been treated, and decide what needs to go, what's going to stay, how can I modify my life, my behavior, and make it the best it can be. I just see somebody who's very disciplined in that way. I see a lot of discipline in this group, even though it's not obvious. I just feel like this energy of discipline, that you've really applied yourself emotionally to your life and really do try to put in the work. At this time in your life, I feel that you guys might have a lot of racing thoughts. You guys might have, maybe you're communicating with a lot of people, but I feel like you have a lot of ideas and racing thoughts of like what needs to come next or where to go next. I feel for you that you guys might be trying to climb a ladder. It could be in your career. It could be just generally speaking in your life. You're trying to go to the next phase, or you're trying to figure out, what am I inspired by? What's coming next for me? Because it seems that you have reflected enough to know that some things in your life aren't perfect. They're not quite where you want them to be, or that you've outgrown them, I should say. And now you're trying to figure out, where do I go from here? What's next for me? You really had to ask yourself, like, what inspires me? I really see for you guys this really beautiful green around you. I feel somebody who is motherly, nurturing, earthy, sensitive, but also like a lot of fun, and somebody that other people really like to be around. And I feel that you've really transformed yourself in a lot of ways, because I do feel that you've been a bit of a stubborn person in your life. It's actually given you this gift of letting go of stubbornness for the sake of stubbornness, and now you are just more of like a leader, somebody who can carry big burdens and not be brought down by them. Even though you've experienced stuff that most people couldn't carry, you've done it beautifully and then reflected on it and decided you were grateful for those experiences and grateful for where your life went. I see that where you're going in your life is like a full and true appreciation. You've decided that everything you've gone through, like how deeply you've loved, how greatly you've forgiven, and all of these things, it just feels like you're experiencing the depth of life. There's a lot of acceptance and surrender to your path, to where you've been, where you're going. Like, I don't sense regret. I sense somebody who has done a lot of work to have gratitude for what it is that they've gone through. I feel that this group is trying to pinpoint their wishes. They're trying to decide, okay, if I'm not entirely happy in this area, what will it take for me to be happy? What do I wish for? What do I desire? What do I want to manifest and create at this time in my life? I feel like you're being given an opportunity in your life to just take inventory and to make changes to those places. Emotionally, you've really let go of a lot of things and a lot of ways of being that didn't serve you, and you've grown like dramatically from that. You're now focused on what's going to inspire you, where you want to go next, how to turn this inspiration into something that's going to bring you joy and happiness and bring you on your path, how to get you to that next level in your life. And I feel for you guys this energy of acceptance and grace and surrender and nurture. And I think that's who you are at your core. Even though you have a lot of layers too, you are somebody who people like to be around. You're somebody who has a little bit of like a peacock energy, but you're deeply transformative. You're kind, you're caring, and you have gratitude that just shines through. But yeah, you guys, I see a lot of inspiration coming to you, a lot of acceptance and surrender. So I hope that you guys enjoyed your reading, and I will see you in the next one. Hey Pile 5, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the pile with the carnelian. Let's get started and see, what is your aura? What is your aura color? What do you like? And what are you going through in your life right now? So Pile 5, as far as what color I see around you, the dominant color I see around you, Pile 5, is red. And I love this. It's a really beautiful, deep ruby red. And you have other colors as well, little bits of green, bluish green, and even some like higher chakra, like blues. And what this is telling me is that, first of all, when it comes to the foundation that you've built for yourself, I see somebody who has really had to work through some difficult things, difficult circumstances. I feel like there's a lot of fragmentation in your life where the relationships you've been in, the experiences you've had, they are difficult, and you've had to really let a lot of things go that were difficult and make the best of your life and in the only way that you knew how. A life has really asked a lot of you, and you've had to really leave a lot of that behind. I'm seeing for you guys that with these reds, that you're very sexually magnetic people. I feel that you guys have a lot of energy come through the root chakra and the sacral chakra. I feel for you guys that you're highly creative, that you're very earthy, you're very down to earth, very much like the physical world. And I'm seeing for you guys that this might translate to somebody who's very fertile, somebody who's very sexual, somebody who's very creative, or at least that's what people see in you. You've been taught a lot about what your experiences have brought you and how they've influenced you. I feel like you're somebody who spends a lot of time in nature. I feel like nature has been your teacher in a lot of ways. I feel somebody who has had to, like the old them has had to die away, and they've been reborn and rebirthed into something new, into something entirely different. A lot of your energy, your consciousness has been focused on your emotions and how to overcome strong emotions, how to move out of stagnant waters, how to not drown yourself in the emotions that you feel, particularly with relationships. I'm feeling there's something about your relationships that are coming up. Like maybe you've tried a traditional approach to your relationships and it didn't work. And it's like you had to learn for yourself that you're not that traditional of a person, and that you've had to adjust your life in a way that was conducive to your true self, how you really are and how it needs to be honored. What's interesting about where you're at in your life is that you're going from the student to the teacher. You've gone through this phase where you really learned, you really soaked in all the knowledge you could about your life, where you went, where you're going. And now you're being put in a place where you've become the mentor, or you're going to become the mentor, or you want to figure out how you can teach others what you've learned yourself. And I see for you guys that, again, there's this idea of tradition that's coming up. Maybe you were trying to figure out how to honor your traditions. Maybe you're figuring out how to create new traditions. Maybe you're understanding that you're actually more of an unconventional person, and you've tried to be traditional, or vice versa. You've been unconventional and you realize that you have traditions that actually serve you and that you're more traditional than you realized. It's some sort of transition for you where you thought you were one way or you were one way, and now you've moved into this other side where you're actually exploring the other side of the coin and realizing that it works for you. I see for you guys that you're just fully immersed in earth, but in reverence to earth, like having true respect and reverence to earth. Or you spent a long period of time where you've been fully immersed in nature or something like that. But that's why this red aura comes through. It's because you're so physically immersed in what was around you that it's now like been in your aura. And I feel like for you guys, you may have gone through phases of figuring out what makes you feel secure, lacking security. So you had to create security, figuring out how to let go of that traditional lifestyle to embrace something that's more suitable to you, but maybe made you struggle with your security in some way, or vice versa. Like, it's really interesting. I just feel like you're moving out of one way of being and trying something more traditional or more unconventional, one or the other. You're like the wild woman or the wild man. That's what I feel for you guys. It's just a beautiful connection with earth. Truly have had conversations with the earth, truly understand how the earth works, and you've lived as part of nature. Not somebody who imparted themselves into nature, but is a true part of nature. These experiences that have really made you address your triggers, address the things that are difficult in your life, and you've done it, and you've really pulled yourself out of old traumas and have honored who you are at your core, which is somebody who is brilliantly connected with the elements, with somebody who is really focused into the physical and really present here on earth. And I just think that that's like a beautiful energy for you guys. But you're highly creative people. You can make things. I see somebody who can make things, maybe makes jewelry, makes clothing, makes food. Like, something about you is like making physical things. You're also very relationship focused. So the relationships that they're in with lovers or friends or whatever it is. But you've learned so much through your relationships, and you've grown so much through your relationships. And that may be part of your triggers, but it might be part of your strengths as well, if you've turned it into that. So that's what I see for pile 5. I hope that you guys enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you in the next one.